I.S.U.P.K.
We're going to see what God says we should do with a monster like this. You think Jeffrey Dahmer's a monster? What about Thomas Jefferson? What about George Washington? What about Ted Bundy? What about the son of Sam? What about the rest of them bastards that ate black folks all to pieces? Did you know Christopher Columbus destroyed the land of Haiti? Destroyed them. There was 500,000 natives there, and he killed them so much it dwindled down to 30,000, and he still killed them too. Do you know the monster that you're about to celebrate right now? I know you got a day off for work. I know you're happy and jolly and so on and so on. Do you know who Christopher Columbus really is? He used to eat the balls of black men. He would cut the nipples off of a black woman. Did you know he'll cut them chocolate nipples right off? I know you think you're cute when you get cold, but did you know he'll cut your nipples right off and eat them like raisins? That's what he would do. You understand? Because we're dealing with an absolute monster. And when I say black, I'm talking about Hispanic women too. You Dominicans, guess what? Christopher Columbus will rape you and kill you too. He did it to you first. Right. You understand that? He did it to you first. That's the monster we live on. And you think he's going? Nah. He lives here happily and proud. He's right here in Harlem, walking around, living all in your brownstones, taking your neighborhoods all over. Christopher Columbus. You understand? Give me what you got.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourself together.
Say it again.
Gather yourself together. Ye gather together, O nation not desired.
You're a nation that's not desired if you're being eaten by a white man. You're not desired. They don't want you around. They want you as a delicacy. Did you know black flesh is a delicacy to these white folks? They will murder you and kill you and chop you up. When I say black, I mean Hispanic too. I mean Latinos too. They will cut you up and eat your flesh. You think Jeffrey Dahmer is something new? Nah, Jeffrey Dahmer's not new. Christopher Columbus did it too. He did it first. And we're going to celebrate Christopher Columbus Day? We're going to celebrate that? All the murder and rape and pillaging that this white man did? And he ate you up, black man. Did you know they would cut your balls off? They would cut your testicles off and put them in a jar. And then everybody look at your big black testicles in a jar and say, I got me a nigga. Did you know that? Now what happened after that jar? After they put them black man's testicles in a jar, what would they do after that? They would eat it. They would cook it. You understand? That's the original meatballs. You understand? They would eat it and cook it. Keep reading.
Verse 2.
No, read it again.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourself together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Most Son in Christ. You understand? You're a nation that's not desired. We're going to continue in this Bible and show you that you are a nation that's not desired, black man and black woman. And when I say black, I mean all the tribes of Israel. So-called Latinos, so-called blacks, so-called natives, so-called West Indians, so-called Haitians, so-called Puerto Ricans. You are not desired. Can't you tell by now? I guess George Floyd wasn't enough. Emmett Till wasn't enough. Sloppy. That wasn't enough, black man. Let me tell you something. This white man, like I said, would cut the testicles off of a black man. Now, what you think they would do to a black woman when you weaker than us? What would they do to a black woman? If you cut a black man's testicles off, what would they do to the black woman? You understand, black man? This is a struggle. We don't have time to hate each other no more. That gotta stop. There's no time. We gotta get back to being a soul brother. Be back to being together again. while this white man's cutting our testicles off, and Jeffrey Dahmer is out here chopping brothers up and eating them. Well, you got time to hate me? I don't got the time to hate you, man. I don't got time. We already hated enough out here in this society. Scoot down a little bit. We already got to do it. We hated enough out here in this society. They already hate us enough. So I got the time to hate you. I don't got the time to hate you, black man. I don't got time to hate another black man or black girl. I don't have the time to do that when Jeffrey Dahmers are running around here. And they're going to cut your father's limbs off and eat them if you catch them in the right position. Now we're going to celebrate Christopher Columbus Day. You understand? Let's see what God says about the hatred that this society has for us. This society has a hatred for us. Can't you tell by now? Jim Crow wasn't enough. Slavery was enough. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't enough. I mean, how much do you need to take? How much is that Christian pastor going to lie to you and tell you that God love everybody? Hallelujah. How much you going to deal with that? How much you going to deal with that lying, greasy-haired, slick-back thief that we call a pastor? How long are we going to deal with that? You understand? How long are we going to deal with it? Know who your real enemy is. You understand? And then you might think, well, I got white friends. They didn't do that. Well, their fathers did. And their grandfathers did. And they benefit from it. That's why they can walk through Harlem. That's why they can walk through Harlem freely, because their fathers killed and murdered for them to walk through here freely. And they know it too. It's just sad that we don't know it. Read what you got.
Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 5.
35 and 5. We're going to go to Ezekiel 35 and 5 real quick, man. You understand? We're going to stay in these scriptures. You understand? Because we love our sisters and brothers. We love them from the old to the young. We're going to protect them all. That's why we're out here in these streets, man. That's why we do what we do. We want to make sure that we out here representing these streets all the way. You understand? Representing our people. Because Jeffrey Dahmer is alive and well right now. He's alive and well right now. You understand? Alive and well. And you got to understand that. Jeffrey Dahmer is Joe Biden. Jeffrey Dahmer is Donald Trump. Jeffrey Dahmer is the mayor of New York. You understand? That's Jeffrey Dahmer. They're still alive. They want to eat the lives and souls of so-called blacks and Hispanics. That's what they want to do. You understand? That's what they want to do. They want to eat the lives and souls of black folks. That's what they want to do. When I say black, I mean all the tribes. So-called Dominicans, so-called Puerto Ricans, they hate our guts. You understand? Keep reading.
Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou have had a perpetual...
A what?
A perpetual.
Say it again.
A perpetual.
What does perpetual mean? Perpetual means an ongoing hatred. They had an ongoing hatred for us. An everlasting hatred. That's what they have for us. That's why Jeffrey Dahmer felt it was safe to move to a poor neighborhood, to a poor black and Hispanic neighborhood, and target black and Hispanic men. You know why? Because he had an ongoing hatred for us. Donald Trump, let's go down more, brother. Donald Trump has had an ongoing hatred for us. And guess what? Joe Biden has that same hatred. The NYPD has that same hatred. Your supervisor, your boss, your director, whoever you want to have that same hatred for us. I know you think that your supervisor at work is good because he gives you croissants and bagels and he understands your little problem with. No, that's not true. He has a perpetual hatred against us the same way Jeffrey Dahmer did. You understand? Christopher Columbus Day is Jeffrey Dahmer Day. Because he did the same exact thing. The same thing as his ancestors he did. Now I ask you this. Let's do the same thing our ancestors did. Why don't we do that? Jeffrey Dahmer just followed the God that his ancestors left for him. Why don't we follow the God that our ancestors left for us? And how can we do that? Let's start loving each other. How about we do that? Let's start there. Let's start at that point. You understand? That's where we should start at. And understand who our real enemy is. Who the real beast of the field is. who the real murderer is. Black man, Hispanic man, you are not a murderer. You are a clown. You want to bust your gun and so on and so on, you're going to prison. The white man will get a holiday. He'll kill you and get a holiday over it. And they're going to call it Thanksgiving. They'll call it Juneteenth. You understand? That's the power of the white man. Till he can kill and get a holiday, nigga, you going to jail if you kill. Even if you're defending yourself. Read what you got.
Khan had a perpetual hatred and have shredded the blood of the children of Israel.
Say it again.
Shredded the blood of the children of Israel.
This beast has shedded the blood of black men. Am I lying? Jeffrey Dahmer shed the blood of black men as he beat them in the head with hammers and cut their limbs off and ate them. You understand? But he's not the only one. So did Thomas Jefferson. So did Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton murdered more niggas than you would believe.
Right.
Bill Clinton murdered more niggas than you believe, and he did it right here in Harlem. Bill Clinton sent black men to prison for life. That's murder. And that black man don't even deserve to be in prison. He made a mistake. He can't get fixed. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Dahmer will kill a nigga. Eat his heart. Well, Bill Clinton was the same way. When we gonna start loving each other? When we gonna stop the cycle? If we love each other, they can't break through our gates. They can't stop us if we love each other. You know what I'm saying? If we stick together with each other, they can't stop that.
Let nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works something.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good record. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?